Nah, nah, nah. Dog, dog, dog. There's no way, bro. I swear this can't be real, bro. This can't be real. How in the hell did they pull this off? No, 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 no freaking way. No way in hell they did this, bro. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell. Dog, dog, I swear to God. There's no way. There's no way. I gotta pull up the whole details. This dog, someone's gotta be playing around. Who's messing around? I swear to God, this can't be real, dog. I swear to God, this can't be real. I swear to God, this can't be real. Sham's gotta be playing around, bro. Sham's gotta be playing around. This can't be real. I never seen nothing like this before. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. No, no, no. I swear to God, bro. There's no way this happened. No, 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 bro. I'm trying to figure out what. No, bro. I gotta pull up the details. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. There's no way. Where is this, man? Where is this? Where is this? I'm sorry, guys. We gotta talk about this tonight. This is one of those moments. I kid you not. I'm sitting here. I'm just sitting here, just enjoying my night. I'm chilling out. Ain't nothing, bro. I swear to God, bro. I'm just enjoying my night, not thinking of anything, bro. Just relaxing. All of a sudden, I get an ESPN notification of something I ain't never seen. I see trade details. I'm like, okay, it's the trade deadline. Things are happening. It's all cool. All of a sudden, I see past it. ESPN breaking news. Luka Doncic has been traded to the Lakers. What? No. Nah. Nah, this is crazy. Nah. This is crazy. They're reporting this right now on ESPN Live. Shams. No, bro. I swear to God. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I got this up here. So I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. All right, I got the tweet up. I got the tweet up. I got the tweet up. Taking the headphones off for a quick minute. I got the tweet. There's no, bro. I swear to God. Okay, so about 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago, this gets dropped. Everybody just enjoying the night. Nothing expecting. Obviously, the trade deadline is on its way. We got about a week left until the trade deadline. We're expecting, small trades here, small trades there. Dog, this is one of the biggest trade bombs that's ever been dropped. Oh my God, it's one of the crazy trades. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. Here's the official tweet. This comes out 26 minutes ago. Everybody's thinking this right here is not real. Shams reports, breaking, the Dallas Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. Apparently it's a three-team deal that includes Utah. When we saw that tweet, everybody sat back and said, bro, this can't be real. Shams got to be messing around. He's just playing around. It's not real. We're just messing around. Bro, Shams over here trolling for some reason. He's just trolling. He's just trolling. But no, he's real. And he confirmed it. He confirmed it. Here's the full trade. Lakers get Luka. They get Kleber. They get Markieff Morris. The Mavericks get Anthony Davis and Max Christie, as well as the Lakers' 2029 first-round pick. And the Utah Jazz, they get the 2025 Clippers second-round pick, which I believe the Mavericks had at that time. A Mavericks 2025 pick, and Jalen Hood. Bro, this is crazy. This is crazy. They pull off this three-team deal, And I'm confused. Again, Lakers pulling off this deal, but I'm confused as to what happened. Here's this. This just came out 5 minutes ago. This came out 5 minutes ago, which is why I'm confused as to what happened here. And I want to know the details as to what happened. The Mavericks approached the Lakers recently and offered Luka Doncic. That's what sources told ESPN. The Lakers brass met and believed the 25-year-old Doncic has the ability to be the face of the franchise for the next decade while giving Anthony Davis a win-now move in Dallas. That's great. What do you mean the Mavericks approached the Lakers in an offer for Luka Doncic? Why? What is happening? What is happening? What happened in Dallas? What happened in Dallas? Dog, they were in the NBA Finals last year. How did you go from breaking through and finally getting to the NBA Finals with Luka? How do you go from that to reaching out to the Lakers and offering Luka? What happened? I heard some small murmurings and some small things that were happening out of Dallas in terms of people saying this Luka-Kyrie duo is not working. They don't think it's going to be something that's going to be stagnant long term. That was the discussion. Apparently there was some discourse there. I don't know. I didn't think it was anything big. But even if it was anything big, at the end of the day, why does Luka get got? I don't understand this. This was the franchise player. This was the franchise player. This was the face of your franchise. He's 25. The face of your franchise, one of the best players in the NBA, who's 25, and the Dallas Mavericks decided, let's trade him away. What is going on? The Dallas Mavericks should. I've never seen a team. I've never seen a team do something as idiotic as this Mavericks team did. The face of your franchise finally broke free for the first time in his career and got you to the NBA Finals. And less than a year after he got you to the NBA Finals, you trade him away. For Anthony Davis. What is the thought process of this? What is the thought process of this? Your 25-year-old franchise player who's one of the best players in basketball. You traded him. Why? Why? He's in his prime and you did that. So now LeBron gets to play with Luka. So let me get this straight, Dallas. Let me get this straight. For the idiocy that I'm trying to figure this out right now. So Luka, one of the best players in the game. Arguably, he's a top 10 player, arguably top 5. 25 years old. Just entering his prime. He leads you to the NBA Finals for the first time in his career. He leads you to the NBA Finals. And your response less than a year later is, let's trade away said franchise player. You know what we need? We need Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is who we need. That's the guy. That's going to take us to the promised land. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words at the level of idiocy I'm trying to put together right now. I don't understand this. Shams said that the Mavericks approached the Lakers and offered up Luka. Why? What happened in that relationship that led to this? There has to be more to the story. There definitely has to be more to the story. I don't understand this. I don't understand this, bro. I'm trying to figure this out. There has to be more to the story. Why would they give up on their 25-year-old franchise player that just led them to the NBA Finals? I don't understand this. And then there's getting more aspects. This is making it worse. I'm getting more takes as I'm looking at this. Apparently, the Mavs approached the Lakers and offered to trade Luka. Not only did Luka not request a trade, he wasn't even warned that he was going to be traded to the Lakers. What are the Mavericks doing? What are the Mavericks doing? What are the Mavericks doing? Sean, Luka was due to hit free agency in 2025. He must have told the franchise he was... Sean, dog, he didn't even know this was happening. Usually if you're going to trade a player, you would at least tell him, Luka did not know he was going to be traded to the Lakers, and he didn't request a trade. So Luka didn't request one, and he didn't even know he was on the trade block. Even if he said he wasn't looking to resign, shouldn't that have at least been a conversation between you and the player in terms of you potentially trading him away? I don't get this, bro. I don't get this. This is such a this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense as to why you would choose to trade away one of the best players in the game who's 25 years old. Dog. Crazy part is LeBron had a masterclass performance, had a triple-double tonight, and now he's about to get Luka right next to him. I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused. This is crazy. This is crazy. Dog. So, I mean, obviously they're putting up the new Lakers-Mavs lineup. So, for the Mavericks, the new lineup would basically be Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Quentin Grimes, Anthony Davis, and Daniel Gafford. Meanwhile, for the Lakers, it'd be Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Jackson Hayes. Man, I don't get. Listen, I know the Lakers were looking to make a trade. Obviously, things weren't working out to the extent of what they wanted to get to because they feel like they needed to do more, but to pull off this trade, man, I don't understand it. And I haven't been keeping up with what's happening in the standings for the NBA, so I have no idea how the Western Conference is looking right now. And if we're looking at it, the Lakers are 28-19, the Mavericks are 26-23. Lakers right now are the 5th seed in the Western Conference. Mavericks are the 8th seed. I get things weren't going well for Dallas. They took kind of a step back, but damn, to make this trade, I don't get it. I don't get why you choose to trade away your franchise player. What the effort are the Mavs doing? I don't know, man. I don't know. This has been a night of surprises, man. This is crazy. Why couldn't my Warriors pull this off? The Warriors trying to figure themselves out as well. My Spurs about to have a better time. Spurs definitely looking to trying to get Fox as well. So we'll see if they can get Fox. Oh my God, this is really real. I can't. Oh my goodness, man. Luka and LeBron together is a crazy dynamic. I mean, you're basically sacrificing defense if you're the Lakers, but the Lakers don't even play great defense, so it's not like they can. Who are they gonna bring in to just magically fix the defense on this team? So they're just gonna go offense even higher now. But I'm lost for words. LeBron and Luka playing together is so dangerous on the offensive perspective. Because how do you guard that defensively, knowing what these guys can do? Literally about to head off to bed, and then I'm hit with this bombshell. I had to pause everything. I was just playing a game here, and this came up. Oh my God, gotta be the dumbest trade ever. I don't understand the Maverick team. There has to be more to this. I've never seen a situation where the franchise just willingly trades away their franchise player in the beginning. He's 25. Technically, his prime hasn't even started yet. A lot of times in the NBA, your prime starts when you're like 26, 27. Luka, who's one of the best players in the game, top 10, arguably top 5, that just led his team to the NBA Finals last year, you trade him away. Why? I've never seen a situation like this. Usually, if you get a situation like this, the franchise player is sitting back and saying, I want to be traded. I don't want to be here anymore. Not only did Luka not ask for a trade, he didn't even know he was on the trade block. He had no idea this trade was happening. He's been completely bombshelled on this. Just like that, he's going from Dallas to LA and didn't even know he was being offered for a trade. Of all people, to trade your franchise player. I'm lost. Something's got to be wrong there. What happened between Luka and the Mavs organization for them to decide they were going to trade him? They reached out to the Lakers and said Luka's available. Can you imagine that phone call? Can you imagine that phone call? If you're the Lakers, you get a call from the Mavs and they say Luka's available. We want to trade with you. Dallas saying that Kyrie can be that guy, just needs some defense. They're not. I don't see a situation where Kyrie and AD are going to be the pieces to get it done in the Western Conference. I don't see it. I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen because Kyrie and Anthony Davis is going to be an interesting matchup. People wanted to try to get that to work. People wanted that combination to happen. I remember a few years back when Kyrie was with Boston. That was supposed to be his team. They were trying to see if they can get a deal to get AD there, but that never happened. So I'm interested, but I don't know. I'm a Lakers fan. I don't see how this is good for any side. Lakers have no bigs. That's crazy now because, like, again, Anthony Davis was their big. That was their best guy. And now it's just wow. And for the Mavericks, getting rid of your franchise player, is this something that's going to backfire? Because now you're going to be led by, your main guys are going to be Kyrie and AD. Now, Kyrie, we know he's still a great basketball player. We know what he's still capable of. I'm actually going to take a look at this because I actually don't know. Right now, Kyrie's 32 years old. And Anthony Davis, who, again, is injury prone, is 31. So they're in the early stages of their 30s. It's not like they're just done. So you've still got guys that can play for the next few years, especially if you're trying to compete now. But Anthony Davis has a history of injuries. And isn't he injured right now? I don't get this, man. Bron and Luka, that's going to be insane. It's going to be insane offensively, but defensively, it's not going to change anything. But the Lakers won a great defensive team. Their best defensive player was Anthony Davis. I guess they got tired of losing, especially to Denver, to the point where they're like, you know what? We don't want to do this anymore. I'm just shocked. I'm absolutely shocked at what I'm seeing. Shout out to Demon Reacts with the $4.99 donation. I'm a Lakers fan. I thought Ballsack Sports posted this. I was hoping we do a rebuild after LeBron retires, but I guess not. More headaches if we lose. The Lakers don't want to rebuild. They're not a team that looks to rebuild. They never wanted to rebuild in the first place. They're never going to look to rebuild at the end of the day. So, yeah, I just don't know. Do you think the Lakers trade Reeves for a defensive piece? They may look to do so. But I don't know. I don't know who's on the block. I didn't think they would trade away Anthony Davis, but they did. So it's possible they may have to look to do so. Because what defensive pieces are you going to get on this team? This team don't play defense. This team don't play defense. So the Lakers are just going to be an offensive team with no defense. That's just what it's going to be. Because they don't play defense. They don't play defense. Man, you don't trade Luka. That's someone who you build a franchise around. That was their franchise player, and they just traded him. Oh, my God. Wow. Something's got to be wrong here. This is crazy. Oh, my God. I don't know what to say. Luka was due to free agency in 2025. He must have told the franchise he wasn't going to resign. I don't know if that's the case. Yeah, because Luka doesn't play defense, and he stays out of shape. Despite that, he's still one of the best players in the league. They're trying to play defense, plus Luka was eligible for the Supermax next year. They can't afford Luka. If you can't afford your franchise player to help you get to the finals, you're doing something wrong as an organization. And this move could easily backfire and set them back for the next 5 to 10 years. If Anthony Davis can't stay healthy, which we don't know if he's going to, and Kyrie doesn't live up to what you expect, Dallas choosing to move away from their franchise player less than a year after he helps you get to the NBA Finals, this could be looked at as one of the dumbest decisions a franchise has ever taken. This could sink them if it doesn't work out. You don't get franchise players like that every day. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. It's really crazy to see this, man. It's really crazy to see this. If this doesn't work, if this backfires, man, it's going to be very, very bad. It's going to be very, very bad for both sides. Is this a good or bad thing for the Lakers? I don't know if this is a good thing. I really don't know if this is a good thing. It's not a bad starting five Dallas got now. It's not a bad starting five, but if you're going to trade away your franchise player, this starting five has to be good enough to win the championship. Do you think Dallas' starting five is good enough to win the championship this year? I don't know. I don't think so. They have a shot, but I don't even know if they get out the Western Conference with that lineup. In my opinion, smart to move off Luka now if he's leaving anyway and get compensation. But again, I don't know if he was leaving. We have to get a report. Did he tell the organization that he was not going to resign? If it's a situation where Luka said he wasn't going to come back, I understand why they have to move from him. Because if he doesn't want to be back, you've got to trade him. That makes sense. So maybe we'll get that report at some point that Luka wasn't planning to sign a deal. So the Mavericks said, okay, he doesn't want to stay here. It's not like he's going to take a Supermax. We've got to trade him. If that's the case, it makes sense. But right now, we haven't been told that. Luka didn't ask for a trade. He wasn't even notified that he was on the trading block. And they reached out to the Lakers to offer him up. So this is crazy. This is crazy. Again, he don't play defense. He's one of the best players in the NBA. You don't trade away one of the best players who's 25 years old and your franchise piece and just got you to the NBA Finals. You don't trade that guy away because he's not a great defender and doesn't play defense like that. Maybe you get someone in there that can discipline him to at least put the effort on defense. The Dallas have a complete starting five and the Lakers need to figure something out. Dallas do have I like the starting five here, especially if Anthony Davis can stay healthy. But again, if you're going to trade away Luka, this starting five and this team you have right now has to win the championship. Because you were in the finals with Luka last year. If you can't win a championship with this, what's the point? If this backfires, it's going to set the Mavericks back a lot. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Luka gets traded before Jimmy Butler. Ain't nobody want Jimmy. The Warriors are not even in the playoffs, but like 6 games back from 4th. That shows you the West. Yeah, the West has always been competitive. The West has always been competitive, so it's to be expected. Oh my God, they could always get Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's not wanted right now. LeBron ruined Davis's career. Davis was better without LeBron. Without LeBron, Anthony Davis doesn't have a ring. And Anthony Davis wanted to go to LA to play with LeBron. So, again, everyone trying to do this, LeBron ruined Anthony Davis' career. Anthony Davis actively pushed to get to LA because he wanted to play with LeBron. He wanted to get out of New Orleans to play with LeBron. So I'm not listening to this LeBron ruined Davis' career. Davis wanted to go over there. And they won a championship, Mickey Mouse ring and all. They won a championship. He wanted to play with LeBron, and he got his wish. Again, this aspect of saying trade away my franchise player because he don't play defense. So trade away Kyrie too. Kyrie don't play defense. Why is Kyrie there? Kyrie don't play defense. Trade him away. Trae Young don't play defense. Trade him away. If you're going to trade away franchise pieces because they don't play defense, do you know how many franchise guys right now would be traded? What are we doing? Houston did not trade away Harden in his prime because he couldn't play defense. You don't trade away a guy in his prime because he don't play defense. Especially since he got you to the finals. Come on, man. Trying to say, well, they trade away because he don't play defense. I'm more of the belief now that Luka said he wasn't going to resign. So they had no choice but to do this. I could believe that. That makes sense. But you're not going to tell me a front office is going to move away from their franchise player because he don't play defense. Do you know how many superstars don't play defense and would be taken off? Do you know how difficult it was for somebody? I'm going to leave it there, man. You're not going to convince me a franchise traded away their 25-year-old superstar player that got them to the finals because he don't play defense. That don't make no sense. Jalen Brunson would not be in New York with that aspect because he don't really play defense. He don't. The Knicks traded Melo and Porzingis in their primes. Melo was not in his prime when he's traded. He was in his prime when he was traded to the Knicks, but by the time he got traded out to OKC, Melo was not in his prime anymore. The Thunder did not get prime Melo. He was out of his prime at that point. But the Knicks did trade away everybody to get prime Melo. As for Porzingis, that was never going to work out. He was never going to be that guy for them. Lakers going to have the worst defense of all time, arguably. Do you think Lakers trade? I don't know if they're going to. Win now moves for the Mavericks. Lakers get Bron's replacement when he retires. I don't know if this decision, this move for Anthony Davis. Again, the Mavericks in this aspect. I'm gonna pull it up here again just to confirm this because things are just getting crazy. I don't understand this aspect. Shams is just going with it, man. I'm so lost right now as to what is going on. And yeah, the Mavericks get Anthony Davis and Max Christie as well as a 2029 first-round pick. If you're telling me this is enough, moving off of Luka and then all of a sudden switching over to Anthony Davis is going to be enough for the Mavericks to win the championship, I'm sorry, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. So are the Mavericks going to make other moves? Because right now, with the team they have, I don't think it's good enough to win a championship. I don't. So are they going to make any other moves? You got a good start. I don't believe with what they have right now, they're good enough to win the title. So are they going to make other moves? As for the Lakers, this works out perfectly for the Lakers. They needed somebody to be the face of the franchise post-LeBron. Anthony Davis was not going to be the face of the franchise post-LeBron. LeBron might play another 5 years and he'll be in his 30s. At least if LeBron plays, let's say LeBron plays 3 more years. He plays 3 more years and then retires. Luka will be 28 by then. He'll still be the face of the franchise. So you needed somebody, as opposed to Anthony Davis, who'll probably be 34, 35 years old by the time LeBron retires, and you can't say that's going to be the future of the franchise. So it works out for the Lakers. It really does. But the Mavericks, I need to know, did Luka refuse and say he's not coming back? Luka might not even play this year. No clue how injured he is. I don't know. So they said Luka may come back before the All-Star break. We'll see how that works. On paper, Dallas looks the part of a championship contender. I don't think. I mean, you can say they look the part. I think I like the lineup. That starting five looks nice, and they do have depth pieces on the bench. But I'm not of the belief that this Mavericks team is good enough to win a championship this year, based on what I'm seeing. I don't think they're good enough. I feel bad for AD though. I mean, it happens. It happens in these type of situations. Oh my God. It happens in these situations, man. You never know how things are going to go down. You never know who's going to get traded. It's a one-sided trade. Question is, who's the one side that won, in your opinion? And better yet, who's the side that won overall? Okay, someone else. I don't know how this aspect is. But another aspect here of a report has come out saying that the Mavs had some major concerns about moving forward with Luka Doncic due to his constant conditioning issues and a looming commitment of another Supermax. Okay, so was it because they weren't... Okay, saying the commitment aspects make me think they weren't fully sure if Luka was committed to being here long term. But it also feels like it could read off as saying that they were afraid of giving him a long-term contract because they didn't fully believe he was committed to this. I don't even... Oh, man. I don't know what to say. If you're the Dallas Mavericks, I wonder how you feel about this, man. If you're the Dallas Mavericks... Not the Dallas Mavericks. If you're a Mavericks fan, excuse me, how do you feel about losing your franchise player like this? Like, they really just lost their franchise player. How do Mavericks fans even feel about this, bro? They just lost. They traded away their franchise player. I'm not going to lie, man. I feel bad for the Mavericks, man. If you're a Mavs fan, I feel bad for you, dog. I feel real bad for you. I couldn't imagine being in this situation. And I'm a Heat fan dealing with the crap I got to deal with. Like, again, as a Heat fan that's dealing with all the other nonsense, oh, man, I legitimately... Also, I'm actually... You know what? It is what it is. I'm actually... It's Adam Silver, so I'm not even surprised, bro. If Stern was still commissioned... Well, rest his soul. If Stern was here, this trade doesn't go down. I'm not even joking. If Stern was here... If he was still with us and still the commissioner, dog, this don't go down. And the same ones that made sure CP3 couldn't link up with Kobe. There's no way Stern would have allowed this. But this is actually insane. This don't make no sense to me. Oh my goodness. I don't think Kyrie is capable of carrying the franchise the same way Luka was. Well, apparently they believe he is because they just traded away Luka. We'll see how it works out. I'm still trying to process all of this. Me too, my friend. Me too. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Worst case scenario, this is a Dwight Howard situation where we traded for him in hopes he becomes the face once Kobe retires, but then things didn't work out. It could be, but I don't know. I don't know. If I was a Mavs fan, I'd be breaking everything in the house. They're feeling it right now. Go look at their timeline. Mavs fans are in some nasty aspects, bro. Yeah, Jimmy a bum for his attitude and actions. Don't get me started with that. Hey, bro, do you know who the Lakers sent to Dallas? Well, I'll show you the... I'm not showing you. I'll tell you the aspects here. Let me pull up the Shams tweet once again. So, in this, it was a 3-team deal, a 3-team trade between the Lakers, Mavericks, and Jazz. So, Jalen Hood, a 2025 second round pick from the Clippers, and a 2025 Mavericks second round pick was sent to the Jazz. In terms of the Lakers and Mavericks, The Lakers got Luka, Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris, and the Mavericks got Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. So essentially, they sent AD, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick to the Mavericks. So that's what the Mavericks got. The Mavericks got that. The Mavericks, the Lakers sent Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick to get Luka and Kleber. Oh, look at Brunson's tweet. I know Jalen Brunson got something to say about this because they don't want to pay. It's got to be something about him saying they don't want to pay. They didn't want to pay him and they don't want to pay Luka. Let me see what Jalen said. Oh, Jalen just saying, wow, April Fool's, right? Oh, he out here actually. You know what? I don't even blame him. They didn't want to pay Jalen Brunson. They didn't want to pay Jalen Brunson. They didn't want to pay Jalen Brunson. Now they don't want to pay Luka. The Mavericks don't know what they want to do. The Mavericks don't know what they want to do. Mavericks, you know what? This actually, you might have something here. You might have something here. I want to see more about this, but hey, you might have something here. They're taking personal shots now. Defense wins championships, huh? So maybe the Mavericks did just sit back and say, let's just trade him away. Let's just trade him away because he doesn't stay healthy and he doesn't play defense. Maybe that's the reason. But that would be such a poor reason to just trade him away for what you got. Go trade away. Dude, I cannot give up my future, my franchise guy for a 31-year-old injury-prone Anthony Davis when I got 32-year-old Kyrie Irving running my team. Dude, no, I can't do that. I cannot do that, man. I can't. I'm not going to take that chance. And why the Lakers? Dog, go get another superstar. Oh, my goodness. I can't. Meanwhile, Warriors Twitter was in an all-out civil war for Levine and 35-year-old Jimmy Butler. Because the Warriors don't have anything that they can give up at this point that the Mavericks would want. Bro, it don't make sense. This got to be the dumbest trade. What is Dallas thinking? I don't know if they are thinking. If this doesn't win them a championship, man, it's going to backfire and they're going to be sent to the Dark Ages. When's the next time they're going to get a generational player? You went, there it is. Okay. So yeah, the Mavericks had some concerns with his willingness to sign a Supermax with them. Okay. So if that's the case, that if they had some concerns in terms of saying that they weren't sure he was going to sign the Supermax, it makes sense if they do trade him. If the aspect of trading him away was because we don't believe he's going to sign the Supermax, that makes sense. Nobody wants to be the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nobody wants to be in a KD situation or a Thunder situation where they let KD walk for nothing. If you believe that Luka is not going to sign an extension, then you have to trade him away. It makes sense. But dog, you've got to do a better job than this. This is where you've got to speak to all teams. If you felt the need to trade away, Luka, dog, you got to reach out to more teams. You can't just isolate it to one team in the Lakers, reach out to them and say, well, we want to give you Luka and do this in secret. Dog, you got to go get a superstar. You've got to get a haul. This is an arguably, at his best, arguably top 5 player in the league. And you just traded him away for something that might not even work. You could have got much more for this than what you got. We got a healthy number 1 overall Wiggins and the infamous Buddy Hield cycle. Good luck with that, Golden State. It is what it is. Dallas still won't even beat OKC once Chet comes back. Don't forget he's injured right now. Yeah, I really like OKC this year, man. I mean, me personally, I would love, for me as a fan, I would love to see the Thunder and the Cavs play in the NBA Finals, but I'm going to keep it a bean. The Celtics are the best team in the Eastern Conference. They're going to win a 7-game series. I would like to see Celtics and Cavs in the 7-game series in the Eastern Conference Finals. Realistically, oh look, my team's the 6th seed at 24 and 23. Miami ain't doing nothing special. But yeah, I would love to see the Cavs and the Celtics go at it in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I really feel like this could be the year the Thunder break through. They're getting closer and closer. The Thunder really recreated what they had in the early 2010s with Russ, KD, and Harden. Now you got that with SGA, Chet, and Jalen. So we'll see how that goes. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I like OKC to potentially get to the finals this year. Imagine letting go to Jalen Brunson and Luka Doncic in less than 3 years. It's crazy. I don't know what they're doing. This is the D Hop trade all over again. Nah, it's not even that's not even an equal comparison. This is not even an equal comparison. This is the essential aspect of trading away a superstar quarterback right now. This is essentially trading away a superstar quarterback right now. I just saw my man Sutton. He replied to that when someone asked what was the NFL equivalent of this. He said this is like trading away a Lamar Jackson to the Cowboys for Dak Prescott. That actually is the case. Like, why would you do that? This is the equivalent, like the NFL version of trading away Lamar to the Cowboys for Dak Prescott. Everyone will be looking at the Ravens sideways like, why would you do that? You got a top 5 player in your top 5 quarterback and a top 5 player in your franchise right now, and you're just gonna trade him away? Like, dog, this is crazy. I get the concerns about his willingness to sign a Supermax. I get that. But you've got to do better than this. I'm not mad at them trading away Luka if the aspect is we don't believe he's going to sign with us long term and we don't want to just let him go for free. I get wanting to do that. But you cannot just give up this. Oh my goodness. Dallas is better off with Davis than Luka. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. I'm not even here to argue or debate. We'll see how that works out for them. Is Anthony Davis going to stay healthy enough for them to do anything with it? We'll see how that works out with them. All I'm going to say is they better be better off with Anthony Davis. They just traded away their franchise player that helped them get to the NBA Finals last year. Let's see how that's going to work out for them. I'm not here to argue. I'm not going to debate your statement. We will see how that works out for them. Because if you're going to trade away your franchise player that got you the finals last year, you better be back in the NBA Finals this year. No excuses. So since Dallas is going to be better off with Davis than Luka, I better see the Mavericks in the finals this year. I don't want to hear squat. They were in the NBA Finals last year with Luka and Kyrie and the Mavericks. You traded him away for Anthony Davis. The Mavericks better be in the finals this year since they're better off. I'm not going to argue or debate or say you're right or wrong. All I know is if they're going to make this deal, the Mavericks better be going to the finals this year. They better be going to the finals at the very least. Whether or not they win the matchup is different. They better be in the NBA Finals this year. That's all I got to say about that. They better be in the finals. OKC has a good bench and they're tight. Yeah, they're tight. Yeah, they're very. Don't they always do their what's it called, interviews together? Like when one person is getting interviewed, the whole team comes together. I always see the post game interviews. They always do that. So they're a tight crew. They are a tight crew, tightly knit, young, talented crew who like each other. So hopefully, I really would like this to be OKC's year, man. I'm really liking some of the things I'm seeing with them. Luka still might be hitting free agency this offseason. I don't know if the Lakers are going to make this type of deal just to let him walk. They're going to throw a supermax at him. It might just be a rental for the Lakers. You don't trade away Anthony Davis to pick up Luka if you don't plan a 25-year-old Luka Doncic if you don't plan to make him the future of your franchise. They're going to send him a supermax and throw everything they can at him. Now, if Luka doesn't want to stay in LA, that's a different conversation, but we'll see. Man, we could have traded Jimmy for Luka. Dog, we were not pulling off that trade. Be real. Be serious. We weren't pulling off that trade. Miami was not going to pull off that trade. And for 100% sure, the Mavericks have no interest in Jimmy Butler. They have zero interest. And again, nobody knew this was happening. The Mavericks personally reached out to the Lakers. They weren't interested in trading with anybody else. They personally reached out to the Lakers. Shams reported they personally reached out to the Lakers and offered Luka. They wanted to trade with the Lakers because they wanted Anthony Davis specifically. No other team was going to pull this off. I don't know how Braun and Luka are going to work, though, man. Plus, if they keep Reeves. This will be able to work out. Nicholas, this is for real. They've already had the report on the ESPN. They've already discussed this. It's real. It's real. This is not fake. It's 100% real. It's 100% real. Flight's over here reacting to this. Everyone's reacting to it. Wendy's already put him. Yep, yeah, this is it. Luka and LeBron, this is gonna work out, man. This is gonna work out. Is it gonna work out in terms of winning a championship? No, but in terms of, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work out in terms of winning a championship. They don't play any defense, but they're gonna be a fun offensive team. AD with Kyrie will be an interesting aspect, but Luka and LeBron together with the offensive prowess that those two are capable of, that's gonna work out beautifully. It's just Luka's got to make sure he stays healthy. But Luka and LeBron on the court together is gonna be a nightmare for teams to deal with. JJ Redick kicking his feet in the air right now. He's fine, bro. JJ's going to be fine if he's going to get Luka. Now, again, Luka's got to get healthy, but still. I just made it home and somebody texted me this. Dude, it's all over Twitter right now. It's all over Twitter. This has been insanity. I wasn't even expecting to see something like this, man. This is crazy. Man, if you're a Mavericks fan, you're hurt. If you're a Mavericks fan, you are beyond hurt, dog. If you're a Mavericks fan, you're hurt. If you're a Mavericks fan, you are hurt, man. You are actually hurt. You are actually hurt. And how the hell? See, this is something Dave... Like, Stern wouldn't have allowed this. Stern wouldn't have allowed this. Stern wouldn't have allowed this. And I didn't even get to watch this. Oh my God. Dom made a video on the Dallas Mavericks that dropped yesterday that I'm going to watch now, in which he was talking about how they went from Dirk to Luka and how they've been avoiding disasters. And all of a sudden, boom! He pulls this off. The Dom curse is real. Oh my goodness. He drops that video on the Mavericks and all of a sudden, less than 24 hours later, boom, man's traded. This is crazy, man. This is... Dude, the Lakers are going to go from Kobe to LeBron to Luka. How the hell did you pull that off? How do the Lakers keep doing this? How do the Lakers keep doing this? How do the Lakers keep doing this, man? How the hell did the Lakers keep doing this? I don't understand this, man. I'm lost for words, man. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out, dog. This doesn't make sense, dog. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, man. Oh my God. Arguably one of the most shocking trades in NBA history. Dude, when's the last time we've seen a superstar player in their prime who's the face of a franchise coming off of a finals appearance get traded? Like, when's the last time we've seen a situation like this? Have we ever seen a situation like this? Have we ever seen a situation where a young player, relatively young player, 25 years old, who's a superstar, top 10 player, arguably top 5, he leads his team to the finals, and less than a year later, the organization trades him away? When have we seen something like this? I don't even know what to say, bro. Man, this is crazy. They really traded Luka to the Lakers. They really traded Luka to the Lakers. I don't even know what to say. They really traded Luka to the Lakers, man. Texas sports can't do nothing right. I want to wait and see before making a judgment. LA seems obvious winner, but Dallas lineup looked nasty, super tall, and defensively a bully ball squad. My thing is the main important aspect is health. I think the number one aspect is health, and the number two aspect is fit. We have to see how Luka and LeBron are going to fit together well, especially because you just traded away Anthony Davis, who was your main defensive piece. Luka doesn't play defense, and LeBron is past the age where you can expect him to play defense at the high level. Not to mention the rest of their roster are not great defensively, so this is just a team that doesn't play great defense. But the offensive prowess of LeBron and Luka together is going to be amazing to watch. It's going to be crazy basketball. On the flip side, you've got Kyrie and AD. How are Kyrie and AD going to work together there? Kyrie's now the central point of the offense. He's the focal point. Everything's going to revolve around Kyrie, but he's going to also have AD next to him, and you have some aspects of working the pick and roll there. You're going to have Anthony Davis, who can also work in the post, but also stretch the floor and be able to shoot the ball from three. It's going to be interesting seeing how the fit is going to be. I think in the short term, Dallas In the short term, Dallas might be better suited in terms of this season, better suited for playoff basketball as opposed to the Lakers. But in the long term, Luka, if he signs with the Lakers, he's going to be the face of their franchise for the next 10, 15 years. And for the Mavericks, if this doesn't work out with AD and Kyrie, they've got nothing. So I think in the long term, the Lakers may be better suited, especially if they can keep Luka long term. But in the short term, this might work out better for the Mavericks because that lineup is going to be great defensively, and it's going to allow Kyrie to do what he needs to do, and AD is going to be a monster there as well. It's just crazy to see this. I think in the short term, this could work out for the Mavericks, and the long term is going to work out for the Lakers. Ah, man, this is crazy. I thought LA was going to go mid at the deadline. Man, they took a huge shot. It's like Shaq to the Heat. I don't know about that. I don't know about Shaq to the Heat. That might be pushing a bit too much because Shaq to the Heat turned them into a legit contender that could potentially go win it all. I don't know if people are going to say Bron and Luka with no defense surrounding them is going to be the aspect. But again, Dallas, they got a squad, man. They got a squad, but I don't see them winning a championship with what they have. They have a really good squad, but I don't see them winning a championship with that just yet. But again, you're going to have AD with Gafford and Lively. That is a great, great defensive trio that you're going to look at there. AD, Lively, and Gafford. Oh, the defense on Dallas is going to be great. And you're going to have Kyrie just doing what he needs to do. You got shooters on the team. I like Dallas. I really do like Dallas's roster. But I don't know if I trust that to go win the championship. Because if you're going to make a huge move like this, you got to go win the championship. Can you imagine if the Lakers get Jimmy Butler? That's not going to solve their problems. And I'm going to start looking at spacing because Jimmy Butler's not a shooter. He doesn't really space the floor. And obviously, Jimmy's not going to be the focal point of that offense. I really am interested in seeing how LeBron James and Jimmy Butler will coexist in an offense. And now you got Luka there. So Luka, who needs the ball to be effective, LeBron, to an extent, needs the ball to be effective. Neither one of those guys plays off ball. And Jimmy Butler, who also needs the ball to be effective. How is that going to work together? I don't see that happening. At least with AD. AD doesn't need the ball to be effective because he could play off the ball, which made it work with LeBron and AD. That was such a great duo. But now Luka, who needs the ball to be effective, LeBron, who needs the ball to be effective, though he can play some off ball, and then you want to add Jimmy Butler, who also needs the ball to be effective, and also, like LeBron, works primarily in that post area of driving to the basket, hitting layups and working in that post area instead of being able to stretch the floor. LeBron's obviously a better three-point shooter now than what he was early in his career, and Jimmy Butler's improved in some aspects as a three-point shooter, but they don't work from outside the line. They really work a lot in the post. They're working at the basket, driving. Again, I don't know if you want to put LeBron and Jimmy Butler together, especially with Luka being on this team now. And yeah, Jimmy Butler plays defense, but Jimmy Butler's defense is not going to be enough to all of a sudden carry anything. What would actually work perfectly for the Lakers if they could try to make this work is to find a way to get Bam. But there's no way in this or next world the Miami Heat are trading away Bam Adebayo. But that's a different conversation for a different time. That's never going to happen. But yeah, I just don't know. I don't know how this is going to work for the Lakers. The Mavericks, I can see how it's going to work. But yeah, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Luka, LeBron, and then Jackson Hayes. I don't see that team winning, bro. I'm not going to lie. LeBron and Luka are about to make some very interesting basketball, but how is that going to be enough, bro? They're not winning a championship with that. If I'm asking who's got a better chance to win a ring now between the Mavericks and the Lakers, it's going to be the Mavericks that are better fit for it. But I don't see either one of these, man. Either one of these winning it. And we're getting even more news. Dog, LeBron didn't know this was coming. Anthony Davis didn't know what this was coming. And Luka didn't know what this was coming. This is something that happened between Rob Pelinka and the Mavericks when they called him. So none of these guys knew this was happening. Nobody knew this trade. Well, maybe LeBron did know. But nobody knew this trade was happening. And then it went down. This is actually crazy. I'm lost, bro. I'm lost, dog. This is crazy. I was about to finish off this game and then just go to bed and chillax. Instead, you get this. Now, It's gonna be some fun hoops to watch. I'll keep it a buck. It's gonna be fun hoops to watch. But the Lakers aren't winning a championship with this. Like, be realistic. You're not winning a championship with this, man. You're not winning a championship. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. You're not winning a championship with the iteration this Lakers has. But the thing about it is the Lakers have plenty of time. I think the Lakers have plenty of time to try to figure this out. Lakers got plenty of time to try to figure this out in terms of other aspects to try to fix in this. But who knows? Who knows? I just think if the Lakers go out to figure out what they're going to do defensively, maybe they try to go get another piece because I think at this point you got to go get a big. You've got to go get a big. Look at this lineup again. I'm going to read this lineup to you once again for the Lakers. Let me pull it up again. I'm trying to see it right now. Dang, I just lost it too with the Lakers starting five here. I know putting a superstar like Luka and LeBron together is enticing, but that doesn't solve all the problems that the team has. Where is it? I was literally just looking at it. So yeah, okay, so here we go. Yeah. Luka, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, and Jackson Hayes. Dog, they gotta go get a big. They've got to go get a big. They absolutely have to go get a big. If you're the Lakers, where is my control? If you're the Lakers, you've got to go get a big. You absolutely got to go get a big. You got to go get a big. You got to go get a big because again, I don't think this current iteration of the Lakers is good enough to go win the championship. But I really do like the iteration that we have with the Mavericks. I don't think it'll win them a championship, but I give them a better shot than the Lakers. However, the Lakers are going to have some really fun basketball. It's going to be really fun to watch Lakers basketball because this is going to be different, man. This is absolutely going to be different. This is absolutely going to be different, man. LeBron and Luka playing together, that's going to be top-tier hoops, and I cannot wait to see how that's going to play off. But I don't see LeBron and Luka just taking down the Western Conference with what they have on that squad. Meanwhile, I can look at the Mavericks and say if everyone stays healthy and they play at their potential, the Mavericks can at least challenge a team like OKC in the postseason. But I don't look at the Lakers. With no defense on that team, no. Just from a team perspective, no. But I think the Lakers are going to be so entertaining to watch. So entertaining to watch. LA could win a championship with Luka a couple years down the line, but the issue is that you have Jokic, Wemby, and the stacked OKC Thunder in the West for many years to come. Jokic ain't going nowhere. OKC has arrived, and they're here, and you got a bunch of other interesting teams here. Obviously, if Wemby ever gets a squad, it's over, which is why we hear about the Spurs trying to get a hold of De'Aaron Fox, which could change everything. But yeah, you got some teams here, man. Also, they're not going to get a lot of love, but the Houston Rockets are playing some amazing basketball this year. I don't think, I look at the Rockets and the Grizzlies, they're both playing great basketball this year, but I don't look at either one of those teams as teams that's going to get it done. I'm looking at the Thunder and I'm looking at the Nuggets as my two teams that could come out of the West. Minnesota's still interesting, but since they've traded away Cat, I don't think they have the necessary pieces to be able to get to the promised land. Dallas, we're going to see how that works out. LA, we'll see how that works out. But if I had to put my money on it, who's coming out of the West, it's going to be OKC or it's going to be Denver. By the way, shout out to Russell Westbrook, bro. This dynamic duo of Russ and Jokic is playing dividend. I didn't expect Russ to be this effective with Jokic next to him. But Russell Westbrook's playing some great basketball. Him and Jokic have been going to town, man. It's been great to see. It's been great to see. It's been great to see. Now, again, Russ is not in his prime anymore, but you got to at least love some of the things him and Jokic have been able to do at times. So, shout out to Russ. He's been really helping that team in terms of how things have been changing. Lakers are going Globetrotters mode, potentially. Overall, this will be the worst trade ever for one of those teams. If the Lakers aren't able to retain Luka, sure. That's the worst case scenario. Because if the Lakers do all this and Luka says, I'm not signing, this was a huge waste of time. And LeBron will be gone and there's no AD. But if Luka signs long term, they'll be fine. As for the Mavericks, they got to win a championship or this was all for nothing. They have to win a championship or this was all for nothing. Just a simple aspect here. If they don't win a championship, this was all for nothing. I can see the Lakers getting one and done. If they meet up with the Nuggets again, they'll get one and done. Because even if they have Luka, they have no defense. Who's Luka going to guard? They don't play defense. Anthony Davis was their best defender, and he couldn't stop Jokic. Now you got no AD. Nobody's stopping Jokic. So, again, it's going to be fun watching them offensively, but defensively, they don't have the pieces. If they were a better defensive team, if they had those bigs that could help them out on the defensive side, I'd be speaking entirely differently about the Lakers. I just feel bad for Mavericks fans, man. I just feel bad for Mavericks fans. This has got to be crazy, man. To have your franchise player just be gone just like that. Oof. That's rough. That's brutal. That is brutal. Oh, my goodness. That is brutal. Anyway, I think I should probably... I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to wrap it up here for tonight. This wasn't expected to be a thing. I just wanted to say some of my takes about this because, damn, I was not expecting this. I was just sitting here chilling. Texas needs championships badly. Ain't getting that anytime soon. But, yeah, I didn't expect this to happen tonight. I wasn't expecting this. Obviously, the trade deadline is a trade deadline, and we expect things to get crazy, but I didn't see this coming. I did not see this coming at all. I'm completely lost for words because I didn't expect this to happen. This completely surprised me tonight. I don't think anybody was expecting this. Anybody thought this was going to happen, but here we are. It happened. So, yeah, I'm going to cut it here, guys. We're going to continue to find out more information about this as the coming weeks, well, coming days, hell, coming hours, because I'm sure we're going to get a whole bunch of reports about how this came to be tomorrow. But, yeah. I got nothing else, man. I got nothing else to say. I'm gonna be tuning in to see some of the things that are gonna be said and everything else that comes with this. And I might make another live stream about this. We may talk about this as the news comes out. But yeah, Luka gets traded to the Lakers. AD gets traded to the Mavericks. The teams basically switched their star players in this aspect, and now we got Luka and LeBron on one side, and we've got Kyrie and AD on the other side. And we're going to see how this works out for both teams. Right now, when we look at the Western Conference, as we're approaching All-Star Weekend, right now in the Western Conference, obviously we know the Thunder currently hold the lead over everybody in that Western Conference. They've looked the best. The Rockets are at 2. The Grizzlies, excuse me for this. I thought I had that up here. Yeah, Thunder at 1. Thunder at 1, Rockets at 2, Grizzlies at 3, the Nuggets at 4, Lakers at 5, Clippers at 6, Timberwolves at 7, Mavericks at 8, and then you got the Suns and Kings at 9 and 10, and then you're pretty much looking past that aspect. But in terms of where the Lakers and the Mavericks are, Lakers are the 5th seed in the Western Conference at 29 and 18. The Mavericks are the 8th seed at 26-23. Will these trades change their season and put them in a position where they can compete for a championship this year? We're going to find out. For the Lakers, it's more about long-term face of the franchise. That's what Luka's going to bring, as well as still trying to be competitive with LeBron. But for the Mavericks, this is do or die. You traded for Anthony Davis. You better be back in the finals now. No excuses. With that being said, guys, I'm going to say goodnight to you. It's 1:34 in the morning. We're going to call it a night. This was crazy. This was crazy. So, yeah, you guys take care. Appreciate you tuning in for this. This came out of nowhere, and I felt the need to stream. I had to stream. So, you guys enjoy the rest of your night. This news caught us off guard. We'll find out more information tomorrow, and we'll just go from there. So, yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Be sure to stay safe, and peace out.